Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, viewers. Welcome to the next installment of the Youth Academy Challenge with Whitby. We have just finished our first season. I'm going to do a real quick introduction. We're going to start on the transfer screen as to not spoil anything that's happened this season. So basically, the breakdown of the video is we're going to go for the youth intake first, and then we're going to do a season review at the end, see how the players performed, who's done really well, and all that stuff. The youth intake is recorded live, so you get to see the live reaction to the players that come through, my opinions on them, and then you get to see what happens to them at the end of the season review. The videos will be quite long as a result, as this youth intake I think took 16 minutes to record, and then the season review, I'm going to do it now. We'll see how that goes. And I hope, if you don't like this formula, you think there's like a better way to do it, please let me know in the comments. And if you do like it, also let me know. And we'll try to make the videos as best as possible for you to guys to enjoy and consume. See you in the youth intake. And now it's everybody's favorite day of the year, the youth intake day, the first one for Whitby, the Seasiders. We have our first intake. This is, I'll put a screenshot of our preview now. And I believe it was an excellent intake, and we did actually get an excellent intake. As you can see, we have only elite and top talents, mainly because our squad is so thin that there's probably like 3 players that have 5-star potential, and I think 2 of them are 4.5-star current ability. So I was kind of expecting youth intake of this quality. Luckily, there's a goalkeeper. We'll go from best to worst based on current ability and potential, but this intake, everyone's got 5 stars. Luckily. So I guess we'll start off with Gabriel Cable. Oh my god, what a name. He's 100% got one of the best names of all time. Gabriel Cable. Luckily, unluckily, he's a terrible footballer with a terrible personality, easily discouraged, immune to 4'11". Oh my days, I've never seen a footballer this 4'11". Whoa, I've never seen a footballer like him. I've never seen a footballer this size. Sorry, I'm just speechless. 4'11". 13 flat. I mean, okay, his legs are a bit small, so we'll let him off. Concentration 1, he'll go into under 18s. They'll be all offered contracts at the end of it. Very one-footed. Okay, well, that's Gabriel Cable. What a name. Now we have an Irishman, Robert Equimi. Yeah. Okay, we do need centre backs. We do need big centre backs because our current centers are like 5'11". This is good. Okay, spirited personality. I can't be terrible. Determination of 10, positioning 11. Oh my days. A centre back with free tackling. I guess. And you can't directly train tackling, so I suppose he'll be what do you even do with this guy? He can't run, 4 acceleration, 3 pace, can't tackle. He's in the right place. Well, he stands in the right places, but tries to play out of trouble with 3 passing and 3 vision. Okay. Robert Equimiqui. Hopefully, we will never have to resort to using him. Also, is there another Nigeria? Okay, so that makes sense. I was very interested. I've never seen an Irish name like that. So, ooh, another good name, Josh Brazil, another centre back, 6'1". Okay, good jump and reach. Can't move again. That's pretty annoying. Better tackling, but still terrible. 7 positioning, 7 marking, 6 heading. Determination of 12, concentration of 6. Okay, maybe if we put them in the under 18s and they play games, maybe they develop. Good name, but Gareth Laurie. Okay, a centre midfielder. We do need those. Hansi has actually improved. Are 5'3". Okay, now this is a complete opposite. 6'4". Maybe it's type of Patrick Vieira type big man centre midfielder. Let's have a look. 11 first touch, that's decent. 9 passing, 5 vision's a bit smelly. 13 flair, okay. No player traits. Decisions are poor, composure's a bit low, very brave. I was going to say he could be a ball-winning midfielder, but he has 4 tackling, so he's kind of just like a... Like, Ramdoy just interprets space, this guy's just like a space, like... He takes up space, is what I'm trying to say, basically. He doesn't really have an outstanding attribute. He's very fit, I guess, and can jump pretty high. But hopefully we don't have to resort to using Gareth Laurie, who is, yeah, Welsh, that's pretty cool. It's always nice to have a different nationality. And those were the top talents, which, that's kind of scary. And I guess we'll go through all the 1-star ability players. Ben McGregor will go first. Okay. He's got decent technicals, really. 10 first touch, 9 crossing, 6 dribbling. Okay. Flair 10, determination 9, fairly ambitious, 6'1". Okay, Ben McGregor. I think we can actually work with him. He's not the quickest, but he's like a wide target man, which we probably won't use. But maybe we can, if we develop him into that winger and attack. Oh, I haven't actually showed you my formation yet, but I'm thinking maybe a winger and attack. And him just crossing the ball with his 9 crossing, try and improve his pace. He's only 15, so he has a lot of time to grow. So that's very interesting. Ben McGregor is actually not as bad as I thought he would be. Then we got Wayne Kenny, an interesting name, another right midfielder. Pace. Okay, 9 acceleration, 13 pace. Yes, please. And naturally fit, pretty angry. Okay, I think we might have to train him to be our inside forward on the left hand side, and he is actually strong right foot, so he cuts in and he can shoot, and he's got 8 finishing, 5'9". He's actually, we can actually work with Wayne Kenny, so I'm not too displeased with him. Then we have George Martin. That name, I swear there's another famous person named George Martin. I feel like a music producer. I may have just embarrassed myself there, but I'm not sure. Anyways, George Martin, the fullback for Whitby, 16 years old. Good position, well, good-ish positioning. No pace as a fullback. Too small to be a centre-back. Can kind of cross. We use wing-backs. We're playing 3 at the back because we need some defensive stability because we're quite a weak team. He could be just like a rotation option because we only have one right wing back, so he can rotate. But on first look, I don't think he is anything special, unfortunately. If he was pacey, then I'll be pretty happy, but unfortunately that's not the case. And then we also have Dan Summerfield, who is a 1-star current ability player as well. Okay, 11 vision, 7 passing. Okay, he can see the pass, and 7 out of 20 times it'll go to the right place. 10 decisions. He's pretty intelligent. He's 16, so we want to have that extra of development. He's pretty terrible physically. Can't really run, but I don't know. I like him. Kind of like intelligent player. He kind of can tackle. It's just if we improve his passing, I think he might be semi-useful for us, and I'm not so upset with Dan Summerfield either. Now it gets more exciting as we have the 1.5-star players. Okay, the first one, Bill Garwood, another central midfielder. Ooh, 5'7". I was thinking he's a bit slow and ambitious. CDM, he's got at tackling. If he only was a bit pacier. 13 decisions, 15 determination. I think he might actually grow, like improve as a player. He's unambitious, which is kind of a pain. He's kind of injury prone. He won't make it in the long term, but short term we might find some use in Bill Garwood. I'm not sure how yet, but there is. I mean, he'd be a good ball-winning midfielder. Bravery, tackling is there. It's just we don't currently use one, and he's not very quick or strong. But okay, if he's 1.5 stars, then maybe the rest give me hope. Bill Garwood, and then another 1.5 star is Joseph Moore, left wing back, which you actually do use. Ooh, I got excited there. Realist. I don't know if that's a good personality or not. We'll have to Google that after the video. Passing 6, tackling 3. It's a bit smelly. Pace of 8, stamina of 12. Okay, he can run up and down the pitch. If we could improve his tackling and his crossing and his okay. There's a lot of work, but there's a physical foundation for us to work with. Joseph Moore will probably be getting a lot of game time. Well, yeah, he'll be a rotation option for sure. as we do need coverage on the left wing back spot. So I'm not too upset, and he's pretty quick. So yeah, we could have done worse. Then we have Amari Orit, which is an interesting name, and I just my first, like, my eyes always begin on this column, the physical column. Have we looked at him already? I'm not sure, because I feel like we had this player like 15 times already, where there was 4 pace, 4 acceleration, 6 pace, 5'7". Mentally he's okay, physically nothing special, kind of can pass the ball, can't see the pass. Another midfield option, yeah, okay. I think we already looked at Amari Orit, but we have now the only goalkeeper that's come through this youth intake, Scott Osei. He is not the sweeper keeper that I am currently using. He is 6'3". He is 16 years old. He'll be a backup, so if anything does happen to Mr. Bacon, he will be there to take his spot. He is an okay shot stopper with 13 reflexes, 7 one-on-ones. Positioning is pretty poor, so he'll just stand on either side of the goal. Just his pace, 1 pace and 5 acceleration is pretty scary. 1 composure, so the guy is panicking at all times. Scott say it's good to get a backup goalkeeper for any injuries, suspensions, and whatnot, but that's pretty concerning. Luckily, goalkeepers can play for a long time, and hopefully Scott Bacon plays for the foreseeable future to help us out. And then the next player, Neil McKinley. Okay, I saw this and these technicals, and I got scared. But then, work rate 12, determination 13, fairly professional, Scottish, 11 acceleration, 10 pace, agility 11, jumping reach 11, 6 foot, leadership 14. Okay, he's kind of both-footed. He's 15. Neil McKinley could be that guy, because he is going to grow, because work rate and determination are key to player's development, as alongside his personality. He's got a bags of potential. I think we can make him into a pretty good winger, especially with his physicals. That's okay. That's a good found. It's his technique. That's pretty concerning. But okay, we just need a team of sprinters realistically. So that's McKinley. Fielding, another 2-star. Okay, this is more well-rounded. He can play wing back, not with 2 tackling. He won't. 11 pace, 9 acceleration. He's fickle, which is I think apparently that's the worst personality a player can have. Free kick taken of 12. That's pretty cool. Technique 12. If he's playing winger, okay. He can cross 12. Okay. Jerry Fielding might be one of the best players to come for this intake, just purely just on his raw attributes. Determination 12. Work rate 6. Bit concerning. 3 strap, but that's okay. And he does offer coverage as a wide wing back, although he probably won't be playing that much with 2 tackling unless that can somehow grow. But I think there's a specific training drill that you can offer them, players, to develop tackling specifically. And I think he's the last 2-star rated player. Now it's Mark Clark. We got a lot of wingers in this intake, which is a bit annoying. Yeah, this is 3 attacking midfielders right, 2 midfielders right. Okay, and another one, Mark Clark. Ooh, 14 acceleration, 11 pace. Okay, 17 teamwork, 11 work rate. His determination's 5 was pretty annoying, but this is exciting. I think we might even try to convert him to a striker, because we got a lot of wingers, and he's, I think, got the best finishing out of all of them at 5, which says a lot about the others. His composure 6 as a striker. I don't know. It's just that raw pace, and he's 16, but he's still got 2 years of his physicals growing exponentially. He might. Okay, Mark Clark gives me hope. I feel like this has been a pretty good intake for the first attempt, and I think that leaves us off with Andrew O'Rourke. I can't say that name. Ooh, Okay, scrap that. We have our striker. Temperamental and angry Irishman. I wouldn't have it any other way. 5'9", so he's going to be a pretty angry. Knocks ball past opponents with 13 pace and 13 acceleration. Yes, please. 13 agility. Ooh, this feels good. We need a striking option. Even worst case scenario, inside forward. Yes, please. 12 finishing. Oh. His composure, I think it was either the Randeuter one, or maybe even a striker one. Strikers should also focus on composure. How old 16 years old, also Irish, so he's going to learn a lot from Oggy how to be a striker and be effective. And I'm two-footed as well, reasonable left foot, very strong right foot. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Andrew O'Rourke. We might have to give him a nickname because I can't say his last name. I'll just call him Big Andy. Big Andy is in the team, and yeah, he is one to watch for the future. I wish we could like see how much he can improve. Oh yeah, temperamental personality is not the worst. It could be fickle or anything like that, but I am very, very happy. In his non-competitive game, he scored 2 goals in a trial match. 12 flair as well. I got to mention that he's a bit of a skiller. I'm very excited to see what's going to happen with Big Andy, but this was the first youth intake. I've taken some consideration as well about music volume and all that stuff, and that will be hopefully fixed for this video. And yeah, for the first youth intake, let me know, guys, who's your favorite player so far? Do you think it's been a good first intake? Was it a bit of a stinker? I think on the whole, we have no centre backs, but what we were given is not the worst, and we do have a pacey player, so I'm happy. And now onto the next section of the video, I believe. So as you can see from the youth intake, our best player by far was Jermaine Tansey, and you're thinking, oh, his name was, I gave him a nickname because I couldn't pronounce his name, was O'Rourke or something like that. So I gave him the nickname Big Andy, and then after the video, I finished recording the youth intake. I was talking to one of you guys, the commenters, and Jermaine Tansey was really supportive in the video, and I thought I will, I'll show the love back, pay the love back, and name one of our best players after him. And he said he wouldn't mind one early on, so he could follow his whole career. And Jermaine Tansey has been by far probably the best player that came out of that youth intake, and he has 5-star potential, and he will be here probably for his whole career unless someone buys him for a lot of money. But yeah, maybe we will see. I'll try not to sell him and try to keep him here. The thing about Jermaine Tansey, before we actually go into a proper review of the season, I have to show you one game to really let you know, like, to show you how great Jermaine Tansey has been since he's come through the youth academy. I think his first game was Southport. Yes, the 3-2 game. Okay, so this is the first game he was eligible for after he signed his contract. We went 2-0 down. He was playing inside forward for most of the game. Mikhail was having a terrible game of striker, and I thought he's a natural striker. Let's put him up there. I subbed on another one of our youth intakes, Clark, and then this happened in the 68th minute. Jermaine Tansey, when it loads, we can see all his goals, and they were. You would just see, so Clark plays the ball, Mitchell, across goal, bang, he scores a tap in. I was ecstatic. 1 goal for a youth intake player, especially the best one, my favourite one. That's good stuff. Then, next highlight, I was like, okay, maybe we'll get another shot on goal. Clark to Tansey, like in the youth academy, they link up again across the goal, and with 12 finishing, Jermaine Tansey is going to be dangerous with his pace and acceleration as well. And then in 90+4, added time, McCourt plays a fantastic ball. There's the pace and acceleration, and he slots it bottom right corner, and that's Jermaine Tansey. And in this game, I knew he's going to be a star. He's going to be the man to take us forward. Mikhail, if we actually look at our squad and how it performed, these are pretty much all the players except for 3 Equimenia had to be moved up, although as you can see he's a bit dead, in a sense of being like football ability, he's dead. He had to be moved up as we play 3 centre backs, and one of them got injured. So Equimania got moved up, and he actually didn't play too badly. He got a 6 point. Did he play 2 games? He played 3 games. His first game he got like a 7.1, so I was pretty impressed. But if we look at the squad as a whole, McCourt, he is our captain, the best player. He's actually played at a really high level. He's played in League 2, he's played in League 1. He's been in Championship, but he hasn't made an appearance in Championship. And then, I don't know what's been happening to him in real life. I don't know if it's attitude or if it's just unlucky with injuries, but he kept falling down the packet like the leagues, and eventually ended up at Whitby. However, you can tell by his player profile and his attributes and the way he plays in the game that he is a player that's been marinating in the higher leagues and now reaping the rewards as he is the best player. 4 goals, 4 assists. He's been playing either as a mid-Sala or as a centre midfielder on attack. He's a lot of yellow cards, 17 yellow cards. I guess his tackling is not helping him out, but he's 28. I hope to keep him here until he retires, as he is by far the best player of the club technically. Another one, Berha Adli. He came through the youth academy before we got here. He came out as a 25-year-old. He's 26 now. He had a bit of a surge of ability, and then he started like more roller coastery. However, he had 2 injuries, which were really annoying. He was out for, I think, like 6 months total. They were really like, he had a major broken ankle which took him out for like 3 to 4 months, and he had a twisted ankle which took him out for 2 or like a month. It doesn't say he's injury prone. I think he's just got really unlucky, and he is our best wing back, which is really sad as we had to experiment and rotate players, and it was just a pain. George Eze, our centre back, he actually has improved, which is good to see. He is 20 years old. 46 appearances total for Whitby now, 37 in the league. He's been on average pretty bad with a 6.5. He's 5'11" centre back. That's like that's why I was really looking forward to getting a new centre back. We just got a plethora of right mids, as you saw. Then our goalkeeper, Morgan Bacon. He's actually improved as well, which is good to see. At 25 years old, I didn't think we'll see that much growth, but he has improved, and I'm very happy to see it. He's conceded a lot of goals. He did actually score a penalty by accident. I wanted to give it to Hall, I think, who is our best penalty taker at 16. Instead, I clicked on Morgan Bacon, and luckily with his 1 penalty taken, he slotted it in the bottom corner, which was very good to see. White, he was more of a rotation option. He's good player rating, and he was playing there. He's played 34 games, so he was mainly. But he played. Who am I thinking of? He is the one that I was starting, because he's the pacey winger that came through the academy. He's been alright. Duncan, yeah, he's people have been developing because they were playing every single game with little rotation, as we only had 13 players, and we always had a player injured, so that was painful. However, a big surprise this season, Callum McHale scored 29 goals this season. I was very impressed. However, he will be probably moved onto the left wing as an inside forward, and then if Big Andy, Jermaine Tansey doesn't stop scoring or is out of form, then McHale will probably be back as our striker. Then we also had Hansies. He's actually developed pretty well. I forgot he's 15 years old and that he will develop with game time, and he actually did improve a little bit, as you can see. He's a 2-star player now. Still slow as a sack of potatoes, but there's improvement, and he's only 16. He's still got 2 years to develop his physicals. He grew an inch. He's 5'4" now. So there's that. Maybe he'll have like a surge where he grows to like 5'7", a growth spurt. We'll just have to see and monitor Emil Hansies, but he's been a good squad option. Dom Barnes, I was like, the Dom and Dom connection, but he's unfortunately been injured a lot and missed a lot. He tore his knee ligaments, he was out for a while, and then he kept bruising himself, he kept tearing his hamstring, and he was out for a while, and now he is injury prone. I don't remember him being injury prone, but I think he just picked that up due to bad luck with his injuries. Price was our winger on attack, and despite his one crossing, he's actually been pretty okay. Hull, yeah, he's the one that has the 16 penalty taken. He's been pretty terrible. He's got no potential, so he will be a squad player. He will not be getting a lot of game time to take away from the youngsters with potential. And I think that's every performer player that Gordon as well, I suppose. He's 18 years old, Gordon. He's played 36 games alongside McCourt. Kind of wanted him to tutor him, pick up a few things playing alongside the midfield. He's been below average with a 6.42, and he's regressed as a footballer, which is sad to see. He did get injured, and he had a couple of suspensions, but yeah, I don't know, Billy Gordon, what to do with him. And I think that's for all the player performances. Obviously, I don't think we're going to be going through every single player in the future, as that'll be too long, and I don't want the season reviews I don't want videos to be half an hour, which they well might be for this video. I'm not sure. We have a small squad, so I wanted to get through most of them and who performed well, but we'll generally narrow it down to who performs best and what happens with that. If we have a quick look, our competitions in the FA Cup, we got knocked about Carlisle in the 4th round qualifying. That's not pretty bad. I think we did well enough in the cups. We got knocked out in the 4th round by Woking. I kept rotating as much as I can. I put handsies in the team and was resting McCourt. But we actually did win 2 games that I thought we would lose, and we made it into the 4th round, which is nice for the cup money and all that stuff. Now we have a bigger squad. We might just play the youth in the English FA Trophy and actually have some rotation going on, which would be nice. If we look for the Rowan National, our past positions and how that went, we actually never dropped into the relegation zone, as you can see by league. Is this? No, it's alphabetically. If we league table, so who got relegated? Buxton, Scarborough Athletic, Hereford and Merthyr. We actually did beat Merthyr in the end of the season to pretty much get them relegated, which, survival of the fittest. We could have been with them, and maybe we could have finished in 20th with Merthyr, and we could have had a cool save with them, but we're Whitby, the Seasiders, and we are not looking back. If we look at the past positions yet again, we actually started the season off with a draw. We actually started off pretty well, with a win and a draw, and then just we kept drawing games. We had 3-3 was quite a popular scoreline, as you can see. We did get smashed 6-2 by Boston, but I think this is a game back to back. We didn't have rotation, so people were tired. Luckily, we didn't get any injuries in that match, but another 3-3. Then we got beat 2-0, another 3-3. I don't know how we kept getting 3-3s, but we were picking up wins when it really mattered against Bradford Park Avenue. Also, during this period when we just kept drawing games, I thought the fans would be happy that we're losing. They're like, oh, we can't keep drawing, man. But yeah, we luckily picked up a win against Bradford, and they kind of chilled out. And then Whitby, we won 3-0 against Alfreton Town. I think that was in the cup. Then we beat Scarborough Athletic, who did get relegated, so that was a big game, a relegation 6-pointer. And then yeah, we were comfortably bottom half the table, but just above the relegation zone, and we never looked like we were in danger of getting relegated, except here when we dropped to 19th, and that was a bit scary. We lost 3-0 to Darlington, but we bounced back up with a 3-0 win against Peterborough, who finished 14th, so that's actually a good win. And then we just stabilised mid-table, and this is, I think... Oh no, that's the Scarborough Athletic game, and we beat them twice this season to get them relegated. I'm really, really sorry to any Scarborough Athletic fans, but it just had to be done. And then it was just, we were destined to be 16th, and I would take it again next season, get some players, some development, and see how Jermaine Tansey and the Fellowship, the boys, develop. next season. Also, this tactic has been, as you know, I'm not the greatest tactician, and I needed like a good tactic for like an underdog team, because we're going to be underdogs for a lot of time. I like the 3 other backs, so I did put that in there. And yeah, this was inspired by another creator. I forgot his name, but he created tactics as well. And to be fair to him, his tactic worked. We did survive. We played some pretty football, and it brings out the best in Jermaine Tansey. So we'll see how that goes. And I think that's everything for today's. Oh, actually, real quick, we did have a board takeover. However, we just got a local investor, and he's not investing any money. He's not a sugar daddy. He's just a local investor. I think he bought the club for 30k. Luckily, we don't have any debt, which is big, because I know in Culture Left Foot's youth academy save, in early on, his club got taken over and they got debt. Luckily, he didn't buy with debt, so we are safe on that front. Financially, doing actually pretty well, I guess. Not signing anyone and not having any major salaries as we is in the youth will be good for us, and maybe we'll be able to improve facilities. However, that is the end of today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked the players that came through. Please let me know who your favorite players are that have come through the Youth Academy, who you're excited to see forwards. If you have any tips and advice, do let me know, as I am eager to learn about how to get Whitby into the Premier League. And yeah, thank you very much. If you made it this far into the video, you clearly enjoyed it in some capacity, so do leave a like, do subscribe, as you're clearly interested in some way, like to an extent, in what we're doing here at Whitby. So do subscribe to not miss it. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.